Welcome back. Let's go ahead and talk about the crypto pump that's coming. As most of you guys know, we've talked about getting a crypto pump, or really altcoin season, starting in Q4 2025. I've been saying it literally on every single stream. I'm sick of saying it. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me say it, but it is what it is. And everything is essentially lining up for that. On Friday, Powell was at Jackson Hole, and he talked about, considering to lower the interest rates. So a lot of us are assuming that interest rates are going to get lowered. Once interest rates are lowered, it's basically going to make it more affordable to borrow money. This might help with interest, or this might help with housing interest rates, with credit card interest rates, all of these different things. So this is something that we're all looking forward to. And when that announced, when we got that announcement on when was it? On Friday, the market soared. They pumped. Ethereum broke all-time high, which was a lot of people were not expecting. I was expecting us to pump eventually. As you guys know, I'm an Ethereum bag holder, and I can't wait till we get that $10,000 Ethereum. But we saw markets just kind of really react in a bullish way on Friday. And that was this day over here, August 22nd, 2025. So all of the markets pumped, all crypto markets pumped. But we just got this little post from the Kobesi letter. And this kind of reaffirmed what a lot of people are also thinking. So in fact, when the Fed cuts rates within 2% of all-time highs, the S&P loves it. In the last 20 times this has happened, the S&P has risen on average 13.9% over the following 12 months, per Carson Research. Asset owners will party like it's 2021. Do you remember 2021 in crypto? Do you remember? Crypto was pumping like crazy. And I understand that I'm not trying to, we are going to have to start correlating crypto to the stock market, because crypto is getting absorbed by traditional finance, and it's kind of part of evolution. So the fact that we have Powell, who is currently in charge of the Fed, with the interest rates, all that stuff, actively talking about lowering rates, which was stated on Friday. The current president that we have really wants us to lower rates. And now that we have the support that backs up the data that when rates are lowered, the stock market pumps. And crypto pumps. I also believe that the stock market pumped about, I think like 1 trillion was added to the stock market back on Friday too, with that announcement of rates pumping. Also, big good morning to our channel members over here. Good morning to Julie. If you guys aren't subscribed to her channel, I have it linked down below on the other channels. Go do so. Good morning to Dale, and thank you so much to everybody else for showing up. To my TikTok babes, my YouTube babes, my Twitch, and my Rumble babes. But back to the news. So basically, we are going to see the markets move. Is it all manipulated? Yes. Is that what the game is? Yes. So what do we do with the game? We grift ethically and legally alongside of the law. That's what we do within the constraints of the law. And that's how you're going to be able to make as much money as possible. Will we have another crypto bull run after this? Some people say no, because we're going to see crypto essentially get integrated into traditional finance, completely absorbed. But what we do know is that most of us have been here. So if you're watching this now, you're in the right place. So get yourself prepared. And we also know that the XRP spot ETFs were, I think it was 8 or 9 of them, were acknowledged on Friday, which was absolutely amazing. Okay. And with that being said, it was when we were, and I covered it yesterday on the stream, when the SEC acknowledges these crypto spot ETFs or makes comments, and then the applications are revised or updated, that means they're actively communicating with the applicants and like, hey, you need to do X, Y, and Z. And then the applicants are doing X, Y, and Z based off of what the SEC says so that these can get approved. Once we get these approved, it is estimated that about $8 billion will be added to the market cap by each of these crypto assets, the ETFs that get approved, which is bullish. When you add liquidity, whatnot, number goes up. That's how number goes up. You need active buyers. And right now, the buying in crypto is a little bit exhausted because it's really just a big echo chamber of people. And we're going to see traditional finance come to the market. And then also too with the 401ks and whatnot, that people are allowed to diversify into crypto if they want to. So we're gearing up for an incredibly bullish season. So I hope you all are prepared. And that's my thought process. I always thought we were going to see altcoin season this cycle because of the crypto spot ETFs. And now that we actually do have confirmation that interest rates are going to get lowered for the most part, that's also going to cause a lot of positive price action with stock market and crypto. Now, where are we going next week? Let's go ahead and do a quick market update because that's important. It matters. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. So right now we're down a little bit. Market's down a little bit, but that's okay. And I love that Crow is up 2.5%. Also, too, I am running a giveaway in partnership with crypto.com. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you. It's down over here. If you want to participate in this, we're going to be picking the winners tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and basically add everyone to a chat there. But if you want to participate in this, you need to go ahead and follow On-Chain Wallet, which is part of crypto.com. And we're giving away, we're splitting $1,000 in Crow between 4 lucky winners. So if you guys want to participate in this, it's free to do. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But hey, also shout out to Greenback Boogie. Thank you so much for being a part of the O Army. Appreciate it. Love to see it. We love to see new members here. And I give you guys special shout outs because that's what I do. But I went ahead and pinned the giveaway to the top of the stream for those of you that are interested. So it's free. Want to do it, great. If not, that's fine too. But again, we're going to see a lot of on-chain options for a lot of these decentralized exchanges, which is great. But anyways, back to the market. So this is what we're seeing with Bitcoin right now. We're going to go ahead and do a fresh naked chart because I want to kind of see what's going on. So market CIPHER on the daily printed a green dot, which means up. But if we take a look at the weekly, it does look a little bit bearish. We have tapped onto the $11,000 area of support over here, which isn't really bad, but it does look like we're dropping a little bit. We do have support on the weekly as far as the swing wick highs and lows go, which is okay. And yes, morning here. We're still in pajamas over here. Also, with that being said, weekly doesn't look super great. It does look a little bit overbought. A little bit overbought. But that's not to say that we're not going to continue to go upward. But that is something that does make me a little bit cautious. Taking a look at the daily, we had that nice move up to about earlier this month, about 10 days ago, to 124. Then we dropped and we had the God tier pump about 117. But we have tapped on support quite a few times. There are some people that do think we might break down below between $100,000. I'm holding Bitcoin long term. I don't plan on selling any of my Bitcoin, so I don't really care. Yes, it will impact altcoins, but that would be a good thing for those of us that do want to accumulate specific altcoins. Now, I just want to go ahead and draw a little trend line to kind of see where we are. Okay, we can do 2 different trend lines. We can bring it up over here, or we can bring it down over here, which makes more sense. So as you can see, about $111,000 is key area of support. With that being said, we have to kind of see where the market goes and where we close. Right now, we are most likely going to get a red candle close, which is fine because if you do zoom out, we are building a strong area of support over here. And you have to understand when you go into price discovery and there's no previous price action there, it's very, very important to build strong areas of support because anything that just goes straight up, especially like a lot of the meme coins, they don't necessarily sustain. It's not always a good thing. Something like Bitcoin, we want to see strong support being done. So right now we're looking short-term bearish, but we do need to hold on to $111,000 area. Now for Ethereum hit all-time high, actually broke above a couple dollars, almost hit 4,900, and we're having trouble getting above this area of resistance, which does make sense. It does make sense because it is resistance, and we would be in price discovery. If you say rude things, we delete it. Or and one of the things are on this channel too, there's so many spam bots all over the internet. There are some words that do get, that are automatically removed by YouTube. So that could have happened as well. So no, there's no echo chamber over here. I love to hear different perspectives from different people, just as long as it's respectful. But unfortunately, with a lot of the stuff on the internet, the bots are absolutely undefeatable. You can't defeat them. The only thing you can do is use the tools provided to you by the platform to remove words that may be kind of weird. So that's what that might be. But don't be so sensitive. It's okay. Anyways, taking a look at Ethereum, we're having a little bit of trouble breaking above. This is going to be the daily. When we take a look at the weekly is looking like we might get a pullback. It still does look a little bit strong. It looks a little bit stronger than Bitcoin here, but on the daily, and the daily does look like we may re-tap about 4,800. So Ethereum might actually be an outlier this week, and we might actually hit 5,000. Kind of really depends on the market. Solana right now is looking pretty good as well. So it looks like Bitcoin is struggling, but altcoins are performing a little bit better. Yeah, Ethereum to 10,000. So Solana hit a swing wick high to about $211 over here. That's good. It would be nice for us to finally get above $206 because as you guys can see, we really haven't traded over $200 since the beginning of the year in February. XRP is doing okay. Not super great, but it's doing okay. We're there. We're here. We do have support at about $2.97. We are technically in a downtrend, so we would need to break above and really like retest and flip 316 over here. So we'll see kind of what happens. But again, a lot of the alts are looking a little bit more bullish with Bitcoin, but understand if Bitcoin completely nukes, it's not going to be good for the market. If it goes sideways, that will be okay. Taking a look at SUI. SUI is having some trouble getting above $3.80. Chainlink had a really, really nice move up. But again, we weren't able to sustain this $27 mark over here. And realistically, we need to stay above $24. So Chainlink is actually looking not as bullish as like Ethereum and Solana or XRP. Cardano is falling as well. So it looks like we're going to continue to consolidate between 95 cents and about 86 cents over here. HBAR is doing its thing. It's just moving sideways over here. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but HBAR has a project, a little cute little pixel ghost, and they actually beat CryptoPunks and where is it? Yeah, Dead Pixel Ghost Club over here, the cute little ghosties. But as far as volume goes, they just surpassed Pudgy Penguins and CryptoPunks in 24-hour volume, which is absolutely amazing because these are the top two crypto NFTs, and NFTs will make a comeback. Pudgy Penguins does have a valid utility. CryptoPunks is just something that's really desirable. People like it. Absolutely wonderful. But it's nice to see projects kind of that do a lot, that have a lot of really great fundamentals, have fun NFT communities as well. It's just a fun thing to see. So anyways, HBAR is just kind of doing its thing. I'm not too terribly concerned about it. I'm taking a look at AAVE. AAVE hit a nice little high of 385 earlier this week, yesterday, but now we're dropping. What else did I miss? Avalanche. Avalanche is just really kind of consolidating between 27. We're not able to break above it yet. ALGO, I know that's a top one for some of you guys over here. Kind of, we are in a downtrend. Price action isn't looking great here. It does look like we might lose support. I am going to have to kind of redraw this stuff over here. But ALGO is definitely in a downtrend. It's not bad because we do have strong support that we're from, but we would need a nice little breakout. So overall, Bitcoin is looking a teeny tiny bit bearish over here. Not anything too bad. But ultimately, what we want to see, we want to eventually get that Fed or the interest rate cut announcement. We do want to see the crypto spot ETFs get approved, and we do want to see Bitcoin essentially go sideways so that alts can really kind of go off. But anyways, we're hoping that we get everything approved by October. So there's that. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go get ready and go get a little breakfast over here, some water, and all kinds of stuff, another cup of coffee. But thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate you. I'm sending everybody love and light. I hope you guys have a wonderful day with your family. Bye. Bye, my loves. Have a good rest of your day.